So I'm here to teach you guys how to tie this thing. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Neckerchief TV for another military video for all your military video needs. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below if you have questions. And as always, we have a live stream every Friday, 7 p.m. California time, where I answer your questions live. And as always, we have a Patreon, which you can help make the channel grow. Donate as little as $1. This is a neckerchief. This is what is worn in your dress whites and dress blues. And it's the knot that sailors are infamously known to wear. And it's going to be one of those things that you're going to learn in boot camp, but you will probably forget very quickly if you don't use it. The reason being is that Navy Exchange will roll this for you, tie it for you. But obviously that's going to come at like a bigger price point. So as someone that's E1, E2, E3, why not just save the couple bucks and do this kind of stuff yourself? So that's where Nikki comes in, and I'm here to save the day. Also, what I've heard from various people at different commands is that some do offer rolling, some offer tying, some don't offer tying. So you can't always bank on the Navy Exchange, or if you're at a command like in the Air Force base or something where they don't typically do Navy stuff, or Marine Corps base where they don't do Navy stuff, you're not going to have those options. So obviously, learning how to do this will probably be a good choice or a good skill if you don't want to forget it. So don't worry if you don't know how to tie stuff. This is a square knot. You can look at how to do it, but I am wearing a white shirt to try and show the contrast of this, because obviously black is hard to see over black if I wore to wear the uniform. So that's why I'm wearing a white shirt instead of the uniform top. But I'm going to show you guys a few different angles, that way you can understand how this is done. I'm going to preface this entire thing. This is not how you want your rolled neckerchief to look. I will tell you this, I'm not going to unroll mine and redo it and all that, because we know once you tie it, once you tie that thing and it's rolled and it's set, you set it and you forget it, okay? You put that in a bag that's hung up, that way you don't worry about it. So this is just going to have to do for now, but it's going to get the point across. So if you're sitting at home on your couch or whatever, you can practice this before you go to boot camp, or when you're getting ready for that uniform inspection. My guys that are in the Navy already looking at this video, I already know you're probably ready for inspection, and this is the last thing you're worried about. Now for the people that are at home, not already in the Navy, I'm going to give you guys this little tip if you want to practice, because placement of your knot is going to matter. So just dead center of your chest would probably be a good mark. If you want to make an X or something like that, if you have a spot on your shirt that you want to make sure it hangs to, that would probably be best. But if you guys are in the Navy, you already know you have to have it at a certain point. Also, my tip for you guys at home, if you don't have one of these, if you have a string that's 36 inches, that will suffice for what you're trying to do, because that's how long this is. So right over left, under, this is key right here. Hold that tight, because you want this to be, this is where your strength is going to come from, this pull down. Make sure, and you can adjust the height up or down at this point, you know. So if you want to go, you can always go tighter to make it down further, but you can't loosen it and make the knot look worse, because it'll look all floppy. So you can always tighten down harder to bring it down and have it go further down on your sternum if need be, but you can't really go up. So it's better to kind of judge up rather than down. So around that, like so, and then through. And when I mean that, obviously this is not perfect, but so like, see where it's sitting at? Say I want it to go a little lower, tighten it a little more, and now it went down like a whole another inch. So that's what I mean by you have more forgiveness to go down than you actually do to go up, because if not, this will look all fat and nasty, right? Trying to get a top-down view, because I know obviously that's how you're going to be looking at it, but the setup I have, I can't really do that. So I'm just going to do it from every angle, so that way you guys can see it. Right over left, like so. Bring it through, bring that left one through the bottom and over. And then this one that you have in your hand, in your left hand, is going to go around this right one. Around the right one and through. And tighten it down. Now again, from the left side of me, take your right over left, bring it down and over. You have your little crisscross, then right over left. And now you've got this hole where your thumb's at. You can bring it right through and tighten it down. So I do have to give some other tips to this, is that these tips are not supposed to be more than an inch in difference. So when you're doing it, make sure that you keep that into account, as well as the placement on your chest. Those are the two biggest things that you're going to see when doing this. Honestly, I think that the Neckerchief is the make or break of how good your uniform looks, because people know how good of a sailor you are typically and just how you present yourself. So especially make sure that it's fresh, it's rolled, it's not all dangly like this, and it looks much better than what this does. This was just to give you an idea, and once you're in, you'll probably understand why I'm not using my own one with a fresh Neckerchief. But this is just educational to get the tie down, the placement down, and how to get the differences between these two down. How good it looks is actually going to depend on how well you roll it, how tight it is, and how squared away it looks. As always, guys, if you guys have questions, hit me on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. And as always, we have a live stream every Friday, 7 p.m. California time. I answer your questions live. And as always, we have a Patreon. You can donate as little as $1 to help the channel grow. And as always, guys, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.
I cannot take this anymore. Saying everything I said.